If I find my way home, yeah.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world today. And you know what? I hold out hope for society.
Me too.
Even though Hillary Clinton takes credit for it, it takes a village to raise a child. We actually had that in Dallas.
Really?
Yes. They had a dad's breakfast event in a Dallas school.
I did hear about that, yes.
Right? And, you know, after they have the dad's breakfast event, then the organizers got worried. They're like, oh, you know, what about kids who don't have dads? How are they going to feel?
Right.
So they put a call out. They put the bat signal up. They said, dads, please come volunteer and, you know, to be here for these kids who might not have dads. And
That's right.
So the school was looking for about 50 volunteers. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because getting 50 volunteers especially.
Oh, during a school day, right?
Yeah.
So, and there's 150 students. It's at the Billy Earl Dade Middle School between 11 and 13. So there's 150 kids. They figure if they get a third of foster fathers, substitute fathers.
Yeah, like substitute teachers. This
right?
is school.
Substitute fathers,
yeah.
fathers to come in to be surrogates.
Mentors. They call them mentors.
Well, that's they're going to become.
Yes.
Which is later in the story.
Oh, sorry.
You jumped ahead to.
I always do that.
So let's read the story backwards. Oh, that's what we got to do on a show upcoming. We're going to read a story backwards and see how stupid it's going to sound when we talk about the beginning after we've already told you what the story's about. But all right, so back to squirrel. Coming back to this. So I thought this was really cool, right? So they're going to get 50 people to come in and do that. So it was nice that the person thought that, hey, we should get these kids. So she reached out, the principal of school reached out to their village officials, their state officials, their policemen, their firemen and that. So 4 days after making the announcement they were going to do this, 400 people signed up. 400 surrogate dads signed up to come. Now they only got 150 kids.
Yes.
So they're like, oh, okay. Now what do we do?
And that's just the beginning of it.
Right. Well, yeah. So now they have the event.
Yes.
Go ahead, Scott. How many people showed up for 150 kids at this Breakfast with Dads event?
Roughly 600.
600.
Volunteer dads.
It was
How
great, right?
awesome is this in a world where men are not known for being there for kids anymore?
Right. So you had public officials, you had city leaders, civic organizers, police officers, businessmen. It was great. So
I am hoping that this continues.
Well, here's the cool part. It's going to continue because they said, look, we've got these 600 people, and these people are not only of the right mindset for what they want to do at the school, because these are people who cared enough to take time out of their day for somebody else to show them that they cared about them, that they were somebody. They're going to be mentors for these kids now, even the kids who had fathers. So they're going to be mentors in, hey, you want to do business? Here's business mentoring. You want to become a civic leader? Here's civic leader mentoring. You want to become a politician? Here, whatever it is, they're going to offer this up, and they're going to 600 people, plus the fathers who showed up,
yes,
are going to mentor the whole 150 kids in that class. If they can keep this up through the rest of the junior high school and then into high school, think of what a great program that would be.
Not only that, think of what kind of leadership we're going to have coming out of that school district.
I think that's a great thing.
Yes.
Tracy Washington, the principal of that school, tip of the hat to you. Great idea. Way to go. Way not to freak out when you got four times as many fathers as you needed.
Yes.
So very good. That was awesome.
I concur.
Well, that's our good news. I'd like to see more communities do something like that. It'd be very, very cool. Switching subjects, though, but it's still school related. Okay,
Okay.
If you think about it, I'm going to move this over here. So I'll be looking that way.
Where?
I'll be that way, over there. I'm going to move it over there.
All right. I see a calendar.
So I'm not looking at you. Well, you have it over there.
Oh.
Or you have it there? You have it somewhere.
Oh, there it is.
All right. So there are books that are being made into movies and TV shows in 2018.
Okay.
So you always talk about principals wanting. I just saw a flash on my screen back there. I want to make sure that I'm going to adjust my lighting a little bit. There we go. It was getting a rainstorm in the back, and we've talked about that. We've already had a rain, so we're not going to get rain for a while again because we only get 4 inches a year.
Surprise! It's raining tomorrow.
Yeah. But they always talk about principals having reading things where the principal stays on top of the school till all the kids read 30 books. Or if the kids read 30 books, the principal will spend the day on the roof of the school.
Right.
So the old joke is, I'll wait for the movie to come out.
Yes.
Right. Well,
it just did.
Here's a bunch of movies that are and TV shows that are being made for books. This first one, it's Steven Spielberg going to be doing it. And it came out January 12th. It's called Electric Dreams. So,
every time, as much as I love Steven Spielberg's talent and stuff like that, too many of his movies scare the crap out of me. So,
and I don't know if Spielberg does. How do I say this? He does sci-fi well, like
yes,
in that, but he doesn't do. I don't think he does computeristic. And here's where comment on there and go, tell me what a jerk I am. But I don't think he does like iRobot type movies. I don't think he does those as well.
Right.
Where the AI takes over, because he did, was the one with the little kid that was a robot and he took off to find himself, to find his family. I can't remember the name of that one. Do you remember that one where he hooked up with a older robot that was kind of I think he was a prostitute or a gentleman robot?
See, now you're freaking me out because I get it. I'm assuming it's animated or at least CGI.
No. It's legit. It was real actors. The actor was the same actor, Haley Joel Osment. All right, now you're going to make me look it up.
Because you know how I am about sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I watch almost anything as long as it's not horror sci-fi. I do not. Honestly, I cannot stand watching a movie.
The movie was called AI.
Okay.
AI, artificial intelligence. So, screenplay by Spielberg. It was a good movie, but I like his stories better. I don't know. Yeah, it was called AI. You don't remember that movie, AI?
No.
Huh. All right. Well, write down at the bottom and tell me if you think that Spielberg does it better with E.T. or AI. I didn't like AI as much.
I loved E.T.
E.T. was awesome.
Yeah.
So he does good sci-fi. I just don't think he does good AI sci-fi.
Right.
And that's kind of what this looks like. But I'm not sure. But it's on Amazon Video. And then they're doing a bunch of these now. The American Crime Stories.
I know.
This one is the assassination of Gianni Versace. Versace, yeah. All right. Yeah, Gianni Versace.
Okay. I'll take your word for
it. If you watch Showgirls, it's Versace.
Yes.
Say Versace? Yeah, I think she said Versace. You know Showgirls, right?
Yes.
The girl from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they did the Menendez brothers earlier. So I don't know if this is necessarily a book becoming a TV show. I mean, yeah, somebody wrote the story. Excuse me.
Right.
Somebody wrote the story and it became a book. Could have just wrote a straight screenplay. But the same thing with the Menendez brothers.
Well, it's based on the nonfiction book Vulgar Favors by Maureen Orth.
Right. Well, somebody wrote a book about a real life thing. They could have just wrote the screenplay. So, okay, great. Now, Strong is going to be the movie from the Horse Soldiers, the book, The Horse Soldiers.
Yes.
And that is a great story.
I have a feeling we're going to see some nominations on that one.
Yeah, because that's current history. That's about the soldiers that went to Afghanistan, and they had to use horses to travel because their equipment broke down, and they broke down or got stuck, but they ended up doing the attack on horses and traveling on horses. It was right after 9/11, and you're watching the ads right now where they talk about if we don't go in, New York is just the beginning.
Yes.
So that's going to be a good one. That's all about horse soldiers. And then this one's getting a lot of a pub, The Alienist. I don't know if it's because of Luke Evans and Dakota Fanning being in it.
I'm sure.
Or if it was a good book, but it's a book set in the 1994 novel set in early America, I think. I know it's around
the Gilded Age, New York.
Yeah, okay, so it is America. Gilded Age would be back with Jack the Ripper style, I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm going to say pre-20s. So anything from 1860 to turn of the century.
Yeah, but he's a profiler. So it's kind of like Criminal Minds set back in the turn of the century.
Yes.
So that'll be.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And then I'm sure everybody's super excited about this next one. Are you super excited?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I can't stand it.
Yeah. What's this one, Scott?
50 Shades Freed.
Yep. And they show them in a they show her in a wedding
dress. They do that too, yeah.
Him in a tuxedo. Well, yeah, they show Dakota Fanning all the time.
Yes.
And Jamie Dornan, I think his name is. Jamie Dornan. Yeah. So this will be the third installment. So 50 Shades of Gray, 50 Shades Darker.
Yeah.
And now 50 Shades Freed. Okay.
Trust me, I understand the whole concept of where they went with this. It makes perfect sense in it. There's nothing wrong with the movie. I know that a lot of female friends of mine enjoyed the movie because they always felt that, you can't talk about stuff in public, and this is sort of opening things up.
So it's kind of like Fight Club?
Yes.
Rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. So first rule of 50 Shades of Grey is don't talk about 50 Shades of Grey. But in
Just
this
watch
case,
it.
There's also a musical called 50 Shades of Grey, the parody, the musical or something like that. It's actually pretty good. I saw it a few years ago, and it's pretty good. I enjoy watching those kind of things. So if that musical comes around again, I'll review it on my other channel, What Happened in Las Vegas Today. But if it comes to your town, go watch it. Especially if you saw 50 Shades of Grey and you liked it, you'll like the parody musical.
Most of the parody movies are fun.
Yeah. The next book, I can't believe it took this long, but the voices they have for it is amazing.
Yes.
Peter Rabbit. Everybody remember Peter Rabbit?
I do.
Did you see who they have starring in it?
James Corden.
Yeah, from the Late Late Show, right?
Yep.
Right.
He's funnier than all get out.
Right. Margot Robbie.
See, that name doesn't. I'm having trouble with that
one. Did you see? Oh no, Suicide Squad.
Yes.
That's Margot Robbie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she was so funny.
Yeah, wasn't she?
Yeah. Most people just thought she was in there for sex.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. No.
Funny. Oh my God.
And Daisy Ridley's in this. So yeah, a lot of great people. So the funny part about Peter Rabbit is I played Linus in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Yes.
And one of the scenes from that, when they started breaking into a song, was they were talking about the book report on Peter Rabbit.
Yes.
And the line Linus had to say was, in examining such a book as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabrics of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss sociological and moral implications so great as to drive an otherwise sane and moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery, which he consciously knew were against the law. And that was the lines from.
I can't believe you still have it memorized.
That's my long-term memory. My short-term memory, gone.
All the shows I've been in, I can't remember half my lines anymore. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no. Well, there's a few that stick with you, and that's back from junior high school.
Yeah.
So I think because it was so hard to memorize because I didn't understand any of the words.
Right.
I don't think I still do understand what I just said. So that's what I do.
My brain hurts.
All right, so check out this next one. I don't know this one.
Annihilation.
Never
heard about it.
Jeff Vandermeer has got a trilogy about the Southern Reach. So it's a story of a group of women on an expedition to an isolated region called Area X.
Yes.
So are they going to find there's some good stars in this. Natalie Portman, Tessa Thompson, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Gina Rodriguez. They all star in this film. So, I mean, they paid some bucks.
Yes. Just a name, Annihilation, it sounds like some kind of weird Jurassic Park.
Right? Could be, right? A bunch of women going on an expedition to, I don't know what they're going to do. I guess we got to wait and see. That comes out, that's a movie. It comes out February 23rd. So end of February.
Not too far from now, a month.
Far from now. So I'll be able to go there. I don't know if I'm going to like this next one, The Looming Tower for TV.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the tower. So it's the Twin Towers. It talks about 9/11, Al-Qaeda, and the road to 9/11. Like, man.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We cannot forget. It's part of our history. It's an important thing that should never be forgotten. The problem is, after watching CNN for a month straight of nonstop, it's annoying.
Well, and again, it's another book on will we ever know the truth?
Right.
You know, we talked about this before. They released the Kennedy papers, and now we still don't know who did it because they're still redacted, and we don't know.
Well, two people know who did it.
Who?
The guy from The Rock, and his girlfriend.
Oh.
When they got the microfilm out of the church pew.
Oh, that's three people then. Because Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah, because Sean Connery knew about it too, right?
And then Nicolas Cage knew. And I don't remember what the girl actress name was.
I know. Yeah, see, those three people know the answer.
There you go. No.
But they won't talk because they already got paid enough to keep their mouth shut.
Right. Got to get paid for the movie. So I don't know this one. This is going to be another Jennifer Lawrence movie. It's called The Red Sparrow. It comes out March 2nd. It's a book, another trilogy book. So there seems like the guys who are writing trilogies are starting to get movie deals going. You know, like in 2017, you had movie deals going because they're like, all right, so if the story's good, we at least got two more stories that we can capitalize on. So it seems like Hollywood does that every now and then. You know, you'll see like all the superhero movies were doing good, so everybody's trying to put out superhero movies. Yep. And then
trust me, there's a handful of series that I've read that I would love to see turned into movies.
So this is Red Sparrow, and she's a Russian spy who's targeting a CIA officer.
Yes. So, like, that's a new plot.
Well, Russians trying to take over politics. I've heard that before in the world. And then what was the other one that was the movie where Salt, right?
Yes.
It was the spy. That was a good one.
Yes, it was. Because up until the last couple minutes, you thought she was innocent.
Well,
she was good.
Found out not only was she guilty, but she was guilty for everybody.
Yes. Woohoo! That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
All right.
A Wrinkle in Time. Why do I know that?
It's an Oprah Winfrey thing.
But Disney's A Wrinkle in Time. Did they do this already? Is this another iteration of that book? I seem to remember something about A Wrinkle in Time. I don't know if they pubbed it or not. But, I mean, you got Storm Reed, Oprah Winfrey, and Reese Witherspoon, and Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
So, you know, a girl's journey through space and time to find her missing father. I swear A Wrinkle in Time is – maybe I'm confusing it with another movie or something, but I do kind of remember.
Well, let's face it. Anything to do with time traveling of any sort is always popular.
Yeah, no, definitely. And let's see if we can get through the end of March here.
Oh, yeah, we're running out of time already.
Yeah, we have to pick this list up again. But, we got to do that procrastination thing too. We'll do that later. That's 3. So 3 times, you tell the joke 3 times and you're done. So are we done with it then?
All right, we're done.
Okay. Because I think that's the rule.
Wait, we can't be done.
Tell a joke 3 times?
But we can't be done.
Well, we'll just wait and do it later.
That means we haven't procrastinated properly.
Yeah, 3 shows ago we had a thing on procrastination, but we put it off and then never got to it.
You know, this Love Simon movie, or in the book.
Simon versus the Homo sapiens?
Yeah.
Teenagers struggling to come out of the closet. So, I mean, that's timely. It's a shame that that's still going on in the world.
Yes.
People should be allowed to be accepted for who they are. As long as you're not hurting somebody.
That's correct.
And you're not evil or anything like that. I definitely think that I was doing a shrinking thing. Did you see that?
Yes.
So
you notice how big my head is in the screen this
I need to, yeah, you have a big head. I need to buy new chairs, what I need to do. That's my next thing I'm working on investing in. But I think these are great stories. These are important stories that need to be told. I think nobody should ever feel bad about themselves. That's why we have a lot of this depression, a lot of people committing suicide.
Yes.
They don't have anybody to talk to. They don't have anybody to lean on or anything like that. So I think it's very important that these stories come out so people know that they're not the only one.
That's right.
And then can we get this last one in for March? Ready Player One. I don't know what this is. It's another Spielberg adaptation. Spielberg's doing another one. So it could be good, but it's a video gamer living inside a world. So it's kind of like when I talked about Black Mirror, right? With the guy living in the video game and the virtual reality. And you definitely got to go watch that from last episode. We talked about Black Mirror and season 4, episode 1. Where it was a Star Trek kind of movie was good, but this is the same thing. Here's a guy who escapes, and we're seeing a lot of that, right? People escaping reality, going into virtual reality because they can't deal with reality. So it's a shame that that's there, but unfortunately that's what people are doing. So let's mark this, Scott, and then maybe we'll come back to this and
wait.
Do some more of the books.
All right, I marked it.
Did you take out your marker?
I have this really cool screwdriver thing with exchangeable bits and stuff.
Oh, you scratched right on the screen?
I can't forget.
Okay, very good. Scratched right on the screen so you know where you're at.
Yep.
But
as long as the power doesn't go out, I'm good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that runs us out of time. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
then please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. We want to thank everybody who subscribed up to this point. We're getting ready to hit milestones. We're close to 100 subscribers. So thank you all for that. Get all your friends to subscribe. We want to break that 100 subscriber mark. So thank you very much. Make your comments down there on the bottom where it says see more. Go down to see more and you can get to Scott Thomas. Subscribe to his channel. My other channel is What Happened in Las Vegas Today. And with that, we'll see you at the next show.
Have a good one.
Crazy.